Kenyans, particularly younger Kenyans, are now struggling to obtain identification cards. This follows the government's push to introduce the third-generation ID, popularly known as Maisha Card. And now the Interior Ministry nominee, Professor Kithure Kindiki, has attributed this delay to court injunctions affecting the departments responsible for the issuance of these documents. Paul Kirobi gives us more.
At the Huduma Center, where national identification cards are issued, a troubling trend has emerged among frustrated young people who are still waiting for their IDs. Many are perplexed as to why government officials are taking so long to issue the crucial documents. Some have been waiting for nearly 6 months since they applied, which has halted their access to other government services. One example is Brian Malela, a resident of Kasarani constituency, who applied for his national ID 4 months ago, but is still waiting for its issuance.
Bado nimeambiwa nikuje baada ya mwezi 3 ndo nitapata ID yangu, na imeniweka sana, siwezi fanya vitu bila ID. Yeye ameniambia after 3 months tena nirudi.
This move has now forced some youth and other Kenyans in general to postpone some activities that require an identification document. This situation is affecting not just residents in Nairobi, but also those in Thika, as a number of Thika residents are experiencing difficulties accessing various government services due to the lack of their national identification cards.
Natumia fare yangu, napata ID bado hujatoka. Sasa nikatumwa NSSF, nikaambia huko ndio inaweza toka haraka. Kwenda huko NSSF, saa tena wameniambia ati ile picha nilipigwa ya ID haikutoka vizuri.
Appearing before the National Assembly, CS nominee for Interior Kithure Kindiki explained that the delay in issuing ID cards has been due to complications in the rollout of the third generation ID, commonly known as Maisha Number, which has encountered court setbacks.
It's because of court orders. Last year, between November and March this year, there was a court injunction against us issuing IDs, which brought a huge backlog of almost 600,000. We cleared that backlog. We were actually left with 92,000.
Despite the government pushing the project, some Kenyans have already rejected the need to have their new ID. Justice Lawrence Mugambi of the High Court suspended the implementation of the Maisha Number, the third generation ID card, the Maisha Digital ID, and the consolidation of them into a single database. Meanwhile, the Commission on Administrative Justice CAJ, also known as the Ombudsman, has requested clarification from the National Registration Bureau regarding the prolonged delays in issuing national identification documents. The CAJ has asked the Bureau's director to address concerns about the extended wait times, which are preventing citizens from accessing various services. In a statement, the Ombudsman said the Commission has given the Director of the National Registration Bureau 7 days to respond to the issues of delays in issuing identification documents. This demand follows numerous complaints on various media platforms about the slow processing and issuance of ID cards. Paul Kirobi, TV 47, Nairobi.